here from Helen Kirkham Crafts and welcome to my craft space. I just wanted to give you guys a quick top tip for Tuesday of how I store my foam pads that I use for my distress ink blending. I use this tool with these foam pads, and if you've never seen them before, they've basically got material on the back that can stick to the Velcro on the blending tool. So you really only need one tool, but you can use several different foam pads. So when I first started doing the distress inks, I realised that what I was actually doing was using a foam pad for a lighter colour and then going in with the same colour with a darker colour on it. So basically contaminating the foam pad with a darker colour and then having to use a new one for the lighter colour. And what ended up happening was I just ended up with loads of foam pads. I was making a right mess. There was no specific pad for the colours that I was using, and I also, now this was a big mistake, I also stored my little foam pads in a bag like this. Like I say, big mistake, because I then put my hands in and I'd get dirty hands from the ink on them. It just didn't work. I needed to find a better solution. Now I do know that obviously you can clean these foam pads with soap and water, so I suppose I could have done that and just kept on using them for different colours, washing them and things like that. But let's be honest, I am way too lazy for washing and using that. So I wanted to make sure that I could get one foam pad per colour for my distress inks. So what you can see here is I have the ink and I have the foam pad. So this will always be together, and then what happens is I don't end up using the wrong foam pad with the wrong colour and having to then deal with that. So I know that some people store their foam pads to the bottom of their ink pads with Velcro dots sticking inside and then putting the foam pad on top. But again, that didn't work for me because the ink colour was out and I would have to touch the colour to get it out. And so I would again contaminate my fingers with different ink colours, and I'm quite messy, and so I'd end up getting it all over projects and it just didn't work. So the solution I'm about to show you is what I came up with, and it really helps both to store those foam pads so you've got one per colour, but also to stop worrying about getting ink all over your fingers as you're working on your projects. So this is what I did. I put the ink pad fabric side out inside, and it holds it really well because of the size of the distress ink. And that means that when you take your blending tool, you can just put it straight on top of the ink, the foam pad, sorry, and just take it straight out and start crafting with it very simply, and you haven't had to have touched any of the part that's covered in the ink. Now you will have noticed just there that you do get a little bit of the ink residue inside the ink pad itself on the little sticker that says the name of that particular colour. This doesn't bother me because I'm never going to be touching that sticker, and so I'm not going to get any ink residue on my fingers. If it does bother you, you could always peel that sticker off and then just put it straight on like that onto the plastic underneath, and then every so often maybe take a wet wipe or something and just clean that off. But like I say, it doesn't bother me. I'm happy for that to be there. So then what is next is how to get it off without touching the ink pad itself. This is where my round edged tweezers come in. Now you want to use round edged tweezers, none that are sharp, have got sharp edges, because you may end up ripping the foam. What you want to do is then just take the tweezers like this and just get it off, push it in to get it off the Velcro and pull it off. You still haven't touched any of the ink pad, it's any of the inked part of the foam pad, and then just put it in and it's ready to go whenever you need to. It will be stored with the colour and you won't end up contaminating your foam pads with the wrong colour. So I really hope that helps, and thanks for watching. Keep crafting and hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.